Hello friends, welcome to the session on product selection under the course entrepreneurship. Last session we discussed about various funding institution support for growth of an entrepreneur, problem faced by an entrepreneur, etc. And business idea, where we need to get the business ideas. The business ideas coined from various corner, even from our competitors, employees, and general public, expo, exhibition, etc. How to select a product? This is the hot questions in the minds of budding entrepreneurs. What product probably should be captured in the minds of the general public or customers? How we need to map or match the requirements of a customer or buyer with the seller. That is called so-called manufacturer. Assume that you are all going to manufacture a commodity for the general public requirements. It might be food product, it might be fast moving consumer commodities, it might be home appliances, it might be agro, it might be organic products, whatever. Okay, nowadays, whatever you are going to supply or what we say, provide some kind of services, people very much affordable and ready to accept. What is the accept mechanism? What is the volume of the expectations? Otherwise, we may not be able to catch the target audience. As I told you, my dear friends, new product or innovative product, sometimes we may not be able to produce or attract the audience. The imitative business, already the products are available somewhere else. The same product we are going to launch. Say, for example, wheat flour or rice flour for making idli or chapati, dosa, something. See, in local market, it is available at the rate of 20 rupees to 30 rupees. So, what is the cost incurred? Not more than 12 rupees. My students of entrepreneurship done a research survey in local. See, a person is supplying more than 300 packets in a retail outlet in provision mart and local petty shop. The petty shop wala retail outlet, they are selling the packet at the rate of 30 rupees. I asked them to ask a questions in the retail outlet. What is the rate and what is the amount you are spending to get a packet from the manufacturer? Really shocking. Not more than 50 rupees. So 50% profit. So assume that I'm running a provision mart or petty shop, just I paid 15 rupees for a packet, 1 kg or 750 uh, grams. Okay, but the same packet, I'm going to sell at the rate of 25 to 30 rupees. So the person, manufacturer is selling a packet at the rate of 15 rupees. What is the cost? I asked 8 rupees to 9 rupees. So they enough to get a profit of 6 rupees to 7 rupees. So for example, you are going to adopt the same business. Already know for a rice flour business, in my area, there are 200 plus customers out there. The same business, as I told you, you can start, but where you have to start? Number one, what is the product you have to choose? Number two, which area you have to locate? And who are all maybe a target audience to you? These and all you should have in your mind. So in this session, we'll deal about about the idea processing and criteria for selecting the product. Yeah, let us all move to the slides now. Yeah, just recalling the different sources of business idea, past work experience, hobbies, talents, and interest, customer surveys, trade fair and exhibitions, brainstorming session among anybody else. those who are much comfortable to you. Suppose you are all living in apartments, you have got 10 plus neighbors out there. You request them to assemble in a place. Okay, you discuss entire thing. Just you have to float that you are going to do some kind of business. So for the business, what kind of inputs they supposed to give. So after getting the valuable input and advice, whether you have to take a call or not, and kind of motivation campaigns, expert consultation. Who is called an expert? A person who is more interest or more knowledge about a particular business, industry wise, factory wise, product wise. You may get the idea from various corners. And the market gap analysis. In the market, what is the demand for a commodity? How many suppliers are there? How many vendors are there? So accordingly, we have to take a call whether we need to proceed the same set of product or new product or existing product with some kind of alignment or changes or modification. And through friends and family, we may get to know, and R&D cell, we may get to know, and through our competitors, we get to know. These are all the different sources of business idea, or simply we can get the business idea from various corners. Okay, yeah, yeah. What do you mean by idea processing, friends? See, sometimes you have got dream in your mind, you have got some thoughts in your mind. So based on the so-called different sources for business ideas, So look at the screen. Investigate, generate, incubate, evaluate, activate. These are all the common idea processing tool suggested by marketing experts. Not only for entrepreneurship. Suppose if you want to take some idea for anything, these five stages are significantly contributing. Investigate, generate, incubate, evaluate, activate. See, product or its own services are significant for satisfying the needs for society or end user, or maybe they're either buyer or customer or consumers. See, goods always, with services, or even you have got some simple idea, can be called product. The products are things which will be fulfilling the requirements of individual or fulfilling the expectation of individual or customer or buyer. See, it is offered for sale in the marketplace are very important, friends. It should be commercialized. See, the idea processing, makes the product an important constituent of marketing, an important consideration in managerial decision making. As I told you, friends, need not manufacture, need not produce. At the same time, you need to do the some kind of transaction, some kind of commercial transaction called the buying, assembling, and involving transportation, or even involving or engaging the as many channels of distribution members should be there. Otherwise, we can't call it as the business. We can't call it as the project, right? See, what are the different steps in the idea processing? Idea generation, evaluation, choice. See, expanded version I am showing below. So we need to investigate the ideas very carefully. Just like that, we should not pick the product. So what is a uniqueness with respect to quality, with respect to usage, with respect to durability? Example, electronic appliances. If you want to launch LED TV, we are not able to manufacture, no issue. We can contact somebody else and we should have a MOU and we request them to put my name, say for example, Vijay TV. For example, brand I am saying, I'm not saying the channel or network. Suppose some of you Ramya. So Ramya, something like that. Modern, something, whatever the name you can coin, or you call it as Western TV, something like that. So whatever the name you can brand it across globe. So the LED TV, what kind of specification people are expecting? Android, smart, something like that. See what kind of expectation the minds. People are looking for more features with cheaper cost. For 100 rupees worth of the product, people spending an hour for getting review, whether the product will be good for them or not. Even for denying the product, they are asking number of questions, friends. And after investigation process will be over, they are going for the generating the base ideas. The ideas, the so-called, what are all the nuances are there with respect to cost, with respect to market risk, with respect to commercialization, with respect to potential or target customer, and finally they will go for the uh, pre-commercial process, commercialization, right? That is called the sample sales and all. And based on that, customer response will got to know, and the evaluation mechanism will be there, and finally we will enter into the pure commercial market. I'm not saying that commercial in the sense, just like that, with compromising the service or quality, we should sell. No, if we are selling the commodity, what is the real worth or cost? We should take a conference. So these are all the important ideology over the product, or choosing the different products, my dear friends. See, as I told you, my dear friends, product is anything that is offered for sale into the marketplace. So accordingly, we have to choose the product. First of all, idea should be transformed to product or services. See, product an important constituent, as I told you. Marketing and an important consideration in manual decision making, right? See, it is very easier for entrepreneurs to choose a particular product. Why? You may get to know the awareness, you may get to know the market trend, you may get to know the market information system. Absolutely, you are having the freedom or liberty to choose any product which, according to some group of, entrepreneurs, satisfy the needs of the market and money making in nature. Obviously, 20 to 30% you are able to get a profit. No second thought, my dear friends. See, one thing is very important. Before you are going to introduce a product, entrepreneurs should use some criteria like technology requirements, financial resources, and the products demand in the market. These are all the very important parameters, my dear friends. Without knowing all those things, not even think about the market or marketplace. See, order of the day, a businessman wants to select a product. Definitely, you should need to consider complex parameters like the inner satisfaction of an individual. What kind of customers probably you're supposed to attract? Attitude of customers, competitors, strength of the competitors, support of the dealers, suppliers, and infrastructure facilities, and the micro and macro conditions of the economy. This and all the you should have in your mind, friends. So without all those things, we may not be able to enter into the marketplace, friends. See, how will you select your product as an entrepreneur? There are different sources available to collect the information from the market for your probable product, or you suppose to select a product. No, accordingly, you have to get to know the some kind of sources from the market. Say, for example, government publications, research reports, some reports given by agencies, and the journals. uh, so through them, probably you may get the data and the kind of research labs. In many of the instances, businessmen may hire specialized institution. You should have association with the some consultancy or agencies. The task of market survey also you supposed to do. The market survey by you or by your group or deputed persons. So based on that, probably you may get to know the what kind of opportunities available in the market. See, most of the cases, as a businessman, you are all going to develop the product area from your own set of references or the market environment, right? See, what you call sources, as I told you, industrial journals, research institution, very, very important things in your hands called the internet. Okay, private agencies or consultant. See, you may get the valuable ideas from different private R&D agencies, right? See, those agencies are helping a lot. They are looking for the funding support. See, after identifying the business ideas or opportunities, we should find the suitable product which will be affordable, both of you, yourself and your own stakeholders called the clients or customers. What for you are looking for the business opportunities? According to which base you are going to choose a product. See, economic imperative, cultural imperative, social imperative, personal imperative. What you call economic imperative? In the market, what kind of products are available? What is the shortage for a specific commodity? You need to get to know the gap. So for compulsion, people are looking for the commodity for their requirements. You can able to choose a product that will be getting excellent response from you from the market. Right? Say for example, e-bike. 2 decades before, e-bikes were not available. Now e-bikes are available like the petrol vehicle, two-wheeler. People are expecting, people's requirements are a lot. So very easy to launch e-bike in various corner. But only thing is people may compare. Nowadays, comparison is coming down, not that much, because they came to know the petrol vehicle is too costly with respect to the, maintenance and petrol expenditure, etc. So in economic imperative, what kind of products suitable for the prospective audience, and the cultural imperative, what kind of behavior, what kind of attitude they have got with respect to religion, region, color, race, demographic profile. We should check, and accordingly we will supply the goods and services. And society requirements, from kids to adults, lot many products are using for different purposes, right? Whatever we are going to manufacture, or buying and selling, people ready to take it or buy it from us. But how long it may be in the minds of the customer, or what is the reach in the minds of customer, right? And personal imperative. See, you have got your own dream in your mind for the couple of years. I would like to do this business. I would like to manufacture, or I would like to deal these kind of things. Whatever the example you can take, even small petty shop. As I told you, rice flour or wheat flour or homemade peppered or pickle. Why I am telling these kind of local example, these and all the 95% risk-free products. First of all, you have to play with this. After getting kind of experience, you can go for the further. So these are all the idea processing, yeah, components. Yeah. After idea processing will be getting over some kind of parameters. In what basis you are going to choose a product or criteria? Supply and demand gap. Some products are having more demand but no supply. So in those products, you need to choose. Say for example, organic products are having the that much of trend or craze among the community, public, society. So there are no that much of suppliers, sufficient suppliers. But I think with respect to cost, might be more. It should be affordable. That's what I am saying. Very carefully, you have to choose the business venture and the financing. What is the cost involved, and some kind of technology which you are going to import, and profitability, marketing techniques, and qualified and skilled personnel available in the market, sorry, for your business concern or not, and what is the government policy and objectives for the particular business activities, and what is the unique features of your commodity and services and market happening out of the day, what products are capturing and pulling the people attitude, taste, dislikes, and all. See, as I told you, technical know-how, availability of market, competitive rivalry also. Apart from these things, I am floating some other example called financial strength and consistency in demand, restriction on imports, location of business, a prime location you are looking, and licensing systems, government incentive and substitute, etc. Subsidies, sorry. As I told you, some loans will be given by the organization or government agencies in subsidized rate of interest. See, what you call technology, why we need to give more importance for technical know-how, friends? See, it is a very important guiding factor for an entrepreneur. while you are choosing a very good product. See, as a businessman, you can easily decide which product should be manufactured or produced if you are belonging to the product related field. As I told you, it is not important. At the same time, if you are manufacturing something, you may have a elevation, you may have a chance to, elevating your company, your products. See, knowledge in manufacturing or marketing field enable the entrepreneurs in selecting of an appropriate product. I told you. Okay, you should have enough knowledge about the marketability. At the same time, you should have a fundamental knowledge about the product, manufacturing process. Again telling you, whatever you are having the criteria, you should align with the fund which you have in your mind, in your hand, sorry. And what is the availability of the market, the marketplace? See, the availability of the large market for a product, specific product, also facilitating the selection of a product. If the demand for a product is huge or moderately good or lower level, the market risk also sometime coming down. So vice versa. The demand for the product is huge, the market risk will be coming down. The rate is moderately below or good, the risk also the same. It is very essential that an entrepreneur or a businessman should have a good knowledge about the products market. Understand? Otherwise, you will be locked in with respect to fund, where you have to say who will be the probable or prospective customers. You should understand, friends. And money makes money, money makes money. That is called the funding mechanism or financing. The financing of entrepreneurs also equally getting importance, where you have to get fund, short term, medium term, long term, from the funding institution called private or public. So manufacturing a product generally requires heavy investment, land, labor, layout, factory location, R&D lab, capacity creation, machinery installing, so much of things incurred in the uh, manufacturing concern. So for which you need to get more fund. Sometimes it might be beyond your expenditure or expectation. Even for small scale concern, your investment might be more. So what I am suggesting, advisable for an entrepreneur to analyze the financial conditions and your own plus and minus with respect to fund before you are going to choose a product. Just like you cannot start supermarket, you cannot start home appliances shop, right? Nearby areas, lot many business are there, lot many shops are there. Just you have to go and peep around and they visit so many business units, either manufacturing or retail outlet, what kind of problem they are facing, what kind of challenges they are facing. Accordingly, you have to choose. And your own competitors, competitions. See, obviously, the return from a specific commodities are greatly affected or the influenced by the competitions or rivalry organization, right? You are doing a stationary business. Many of the concerns are doing stationery or fancy or motel or restaurant or provision or petty shop. So, what is the prevailing market condition for a product? See, there are some drivers called, competitors, availability of substitutes, and the kind of hurdles or, barriers for enter into the market or the playing significant role choosing the product. Suppose you like the product, you love the product, but what is the product in the marketplace? You should take care doubly, friends. I am not discouraging you, just I am giving caution. And what is the category of product? If supposed to choose a product, what kind of category, right? In many cases, certain commodities see under the priority sector category, while some other may be reserved for small scale, medium scale, large scale. See the level and nature, extent of competition for the products categories among small scale, less than other sector of the economy. What is the demand for your commodities, friends? See, there are also certain products which the government has earmarked as exclusive to be purchased from the small scale sector. Say, for example, sugar, dal, kind of oil are available nearby cooperative store, consumer store. People found all those things in very cheaper cost. So people afraid or fear to buy the product in open market. This is the simple example I am saying. So accordingly, you have to choose the product. After choosing the product, somebody may should not feel that too costly. See, in case such products, the entrepreneur will definitely give a greater importance to a product which falls in this category, either small or medium scale. Ultimately, a decision in your hands. As Dr. Vijay is suggesting you, or some eminent expert from industry may suggest to you, ultimately you are the executor, you are going to do the entire show. And demand. What is the market demand in the market? You should parallelly think about profit and qualified or skilled personnel in your concern. What do you mean by consistent in the demand? See, you need to forecast or foresee the demand for your commodities, friends. See, when there are not many fluctuations in the demand of a product, that time, the market for the products can be considered to be stable. Some kind of seasonal products are contrary in the sense that the demand fluctuates a lot. Example, seasonal demand, raincoats, umbrella, woolen cloths in the rainy or winter season, refrigerator, AC, air cooler in the summer season. So seasonal demands also one of the important indication. So the entrepreneur should prefer a product which has a consistent and stable demand. According to situation demand, if you are choosing off season, if you are not, definitely you can't concentrate, you can't sell the even for base sales. So that textile or apparel, they are launching the offer called Audi offer, and some kind of restriction on imports. Apart from these points, the foreign trade policy of the government may restrict the import of some products. In such case, the products gain attraction from the general public, and consequently, an entrepreneur or a businessman should prefer the products that are part of such a restricted category. What I am saying, the foreign trade policy of government may restrict the import of some products. So that time, you are not able to import the products and sell immediately. So you'll be stuck. So what is the policy for the export and import? Accordingly, you need to choose a product and available the raw material. That is very important. Whatever the products you are going to manufacture, raw materials are contributing a lot. See, raw materials is a very important factor for selecting the commodity, friends. As a businessman, should ensure always the supplies required and smooth conduct of business and operational functions and most available in the desired quantity around the year and the from the so-called suppliers. Sometimes we may face scarcity of raw material, not possible. So source of procurement of raw material also is very important, friends. What is the cost? Even the cost is doubly decreased, even we can go to nearby state, not an issue. See, where supplies are to be procured for external sources, the businessman will have to maintain in sufficient quantity on inventory compared to local sources. You should have a warehouse facilities also for dumping the raw material. Suppose if you find the raw materials available at cheaper cost. And subsidies and government incentives also is one among the important criteria for selecting a product. See, always, government provide number of subsidies and incentives for the promotion of certain businesses, particularly for small scale business units and budding entrepreneurs. Kind of incentives and subsidies are generally in the form of tax holidays, exemption from customs, concession, etc. Sometimes, loan waiver also will be launched by somewhere else. An entrepreneur always, consider the availability of government schemes greatly support the entrepreneur in set up the new businesses. Budding entrepreneurs also likely get these kind of benefit from government of India or government of concerned state with the support of nodal agencies called DIC or ADII. So yeah, I'll tell you some of the parameters called ancillary products and location of business. See, business location is very important. That should be prime location. That should be posh area for selecting a particular product, as certain products are earmarked for the product in special zones like free trade zone, the export promotion zone. Government also always provides kind of incentives and tax ceiling breaks, etc. See, the location of big consumer markets, near the production center also increases, friends. See, nowadays the customer not having affordability to move to 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, they are all looking for the all the products available doorsteps. See, we need to attract the probable or prospective customers buyer. The product will also be selected by the entrepreneurs, because of the location advantage. Just like that, we should not choose. So these are all the important parameters, my dear friends. So can we exclude finance? Can we exclude technology? No, I won't say. What do you mean by ancillary products, friends? Listen carefully. When the product is the nature of the ancillary products, it's increase the attraction for the entrepreneur. Why? The product will have a ready market in the parent industry. For example, ancillary units of automotive India, automotive sector or two-wheeler. So, for example, you are manufacturing spare parts for the two-wheeler. That is called tire manufacturer or rim manufacturer, forks manufacturer, chain manufacturer, right? Kind of indicators, lamp or infotainment manufacturer. So depending upon you only, they are all proceeding the entire business activities, friends. Right. So you need to get to know the real demand for so-called items. People looking for interior decoration for four-wheelers nowadays. The amount they are going to purchase for a car 10 lakhs. They are spending even 2 or 3 lakhs for the more decoration. So what kind of decoration things available, products available? So you have to choose. Please kindly you put a word within quotation or underline. The product should be so attractive and affordable with respect to you in terms of cost, with respect to the customer in terms of price. Okay, and the licensing system. The licensing, that's called ethical practice, government regulations. Sometimes, over time changes in the government licensing policies. Some products mandatory for an entrepreneur require license issued by the authority. So, for acquiring license, you need to spend more money for that. The process of obtaining license is also burden for certain products. The products which require a lot of licensing approval will not be very attractive to entrepreneurs. See, this is all from your perspective tedious job. So probably you may think of stopping all those things, my dear friends. So these are all the this is also one of the important things. And with respect to central or state government policies, rules, and regulation, friends, how to select a product we are moving through or the so-called steps we need to follow. See, has to be done keeping in mind government policies and their likely impact in the minds of budding or even developed entrepreneurs. The entrepreneur should choose a product which falls in a sector with the favorable government policies or the policies are much easy or comfortable for you. So, for example, products which are not so socially beneficial like tobacco and alcohol don't receive government support. Yes, obviously, I'm not encouraging you. I'm not telling you. I mean, you should do this tobacco business. See, with respect to license, with respect to conditions given by government, so tough. So better you can skip or avoid these kind of, I mean, products. So supply demand gap, financing, technical consultation, profit viability, qualified skilled personnel, government policies, uniqueness of the company, market happening. Uniqueness of company, I'm saying that brand over the night or one fine morning, can you create the brands are not possible. Yeah. Next, see what are all the precautions in selecting a product. See, production process should not be very long or time taking. Should be smooth and straightforward, right? So process, within a couple of days, we are able to produce and supply the goods. And as I told you, in the market, what is the demand for the commodity? So, for example, paddy, rice, wheat, jute, dal, turmeric powder, garlic. We call it as mandi, that is called onion, or kind of wholesale unit for vegetables or fruits. With respect to manufacturing, probably process should not be taken more time. See, the product, the process manufacturing, should be very smooth. Don't bypass the rules and regulation of government of concerned state or government of India. So we need to chase the consistency with respect to demand. And what is the industry our products are belonging? Food, apparel, automotive, glass, iron, crackers, jackery, etc. So one industry, definitely shaking the entire economy called the food. Without food, can we live? Not possible. Water business, even management, whatever. See, these are all floating ideas from me. I'm not saying that this is only the ideas. If I restrict you people, I'm blocking your efforts, I'm stopping your effort. I'm sorry. I am the person to always encouraging you people. See, what is the industry? Which industry you are going to attract? There will be a probable prospects in future or not. A product should be accepted by consumers. As I told you in the business idea processing, source of business idea, So what kind of demand, what kind of acceptance limit among the target persons or the so-called what we say variety of customers available in the market. So just like that, why can't we offer some kind of what we say discount or buy one get one free? Just like that, we are not able to do. We can't do it, friends. And plant and machinery also one of the important things. Equipments required for the production of a particular components or goods or merchandise. Again, I'm telling you, uh, mm, finance, marketability, affordability. Sir, I've got enough funds, sir. I'm able to manufacture. After getting a finished commodity, where we have to move the products? That will be a question mark. And availability of raw material with the affordable cost. This is only meant for the manufacturing unit if you want to start. It's a business idea not only pertaining to manufacturing or production, also pertaining to kind of retail outlet. Very simple. Adequate raw material, no, we can put it as adequate products with the affordable cost. Chappal mart you are going to start. A pair of chappal you are going to sell minimum of 150 to 1000 rupees. Proportionately, no, we can able to get profit. For 150 chappal, you are going to get 40 rupees. 1000 rupees a pair of chappal or shoe, you are going to get 30 to 40% profit. Suppose some things which are not affordable within terms of profit, suppose only 15%, not pass because 40 to 50% you are able to get profit, from that you can give some kind of offer. You can compromise your own profit. I am the customer. I am bargaining. Nowadays, all the customers are ready to bargain and negotiate. It's their own rights. Don't expect. These and all silly things are no, no. Otherwise, they can skip you. They can move somewhere else, friends. Happening. Even for a lakhs product, worth of product or worth of lakhs, even for rupees. People are very much ready to negotiate. Suppose if you are getting 40% profit from the product, even 5 to 10% you can give it as a discount. So that is called customer pulling strategy, friends. Right? So raw material should be affordable and cost and technical, artistic and manual work, labor should be easily available at reasonable cost. Labor market, labor conditions, how much they are charging from us, skillful labor, semi-skilled labor, unskilled labor, whatever. Minimum of 750 we supposed to give in a day. How much? 750. Suppose if you are employing 10 laborers or employees in your concern, per day you need to spend around 10 into 750, 7,500. So per month, after excluding all the expenditure, probably 25 working days. You think about that. 10 working days, 75,000 rupees. 20 working days, 1 lakh 50. Maximum of 2 lakhs you need to spend for the technical person's wages or salary, friends. I'm not saying that you should cheat or you should exploit the employee. Sorry, whether you have got capacity to pay the wages or salary to the workers or so-called manpowers in your organization, friends. Sometimes you need to find the place or chances to introduce your product in the overseas market. What is the scale of operation you are likely to start? Small level, medium level, large level, etc. So the so-called scale and nature, will be playing a lot, friends. So these are all the precautionary efforts choosing a product, my dear friends. Again, I'm insisting you right from production process to introducing the product into the overseas market. See, isn't all possible, sir? Yes, it is absolutely possible. Why? Day one, I am not saying that you should enter the market with a business value of 1 crore or 2 crores. Even you can start the business with 10,000 or 50,000 rupees. Sometimes you may feel that my business will be in severe loss. Loss won't be severe, 10k, 20k, 30k. So the risk rate will be coming down. And based on the confidence given by that business, you can easily enter into the next level, right? So these are all the precautionary mechanism to choose the product, friends. Again, I'm just recollecting the criteria for selecting the product. Yeah, how to choose the products? Tell me. Yeah, what are the sources? Just recollect what we are sharing now. Government incentives, availability of raw material, restriction on imports, and consistency in demand, finance, product category, competitive rivalry, competition, financial strength, availability of market, technical know-how. These are all the important criteria for choosing a product. How we are giving importance to, for idea processing, the same importance we should give for the selecting a good product. Thank you all for your wonderful listening in this session. Thank you.